if you want to make an opening statement.
Let me say, I'm proud of these guys and their fight and being a resilient bunch. These guys went through a lot of adversity throughout the course of this year, and they could have gave into it a lot dealing with all the injuries that we had and things that happened to our team, and it wasn't what we envisioned it to be over the course of the summer and even in the fall. But these guys really stuck with it. They kept a positive attitude. They came to work hard every day. Obviously went through a long losing slump during the course of the year, but these guys never gave into it. These seniors never gave into it, and I'm just really appreciative of them for that. The fight they gave tonight, I thought these guys were deserving of winning the basketball game, and obviously we got beat by a very good Xavier basketball team. Just won a lot of games throughout the course of the year, so I take my hat off to Sean, who I know and respect a lot, just for them getting the job done, and wish them the best of luck. And he's got a very good basketball team. But I'm just really proud of our guys for the fight that they put up tonight, and just want them guys to know that we didn't have the year that we envisioned having, but we got things in place with our administration and all of our people to be able to get the job done at DePaul. So
We'll go Dan.
Coach Stubblefield, I just want to share you some numbers here. You shot the team as 61%, 50 from three, 85 from the line. You had more points in the paint. You only lost the rebound about one. So that's a really good recipe for a win. So are you disheartening and you find a silver lining that you did play well, but you did lose?
Very much so. I'm not into moral losses, and again, I thought we played well enough to win the game. I think the biggest discrepancy, we won in a lot of those areas, but we didn't get to the line enough. They shoot 27 free throws and we shoot 7. There's a difference in 20 free throws there. So just didn't get to the line enough, and that's one area where we got beat.
Right here in front, Stacey.
What was it that the other team was able to do so successfully that was able to shut you down on the offense? What was it about the defense that made them so successful?
I don't necessarily know if they shut us down. We shot 61% from the game. I think that's as high as we shot all year. But, they're a good basketball team. They're going to get some stops. They have very good basketball players. They're a very well-coached team. I think the last couple of possessions of the game when they switched to the zone, they were able to get a couple of stops, and we had a couple of, turnovers that hurt us.
Second row.
Thank you. My question for Coach, you mentioned the free throw disparity. I'm just wondering, following up on that, what do you think was because of that, with that?
I can't pinpoint it without, looking at the film, but it's just, I guess we fouled. That's the best way I can put it without going back and looking at the film. I'm not here to say that the officiating was bad by any means. I'm not, we have the best officials in the country. The Big East has great officials, so I'm not here to say that by any means. We just, it was too much fouling.
Second row.
Coach, despite the outcome, what things you could have fixed in the remaining 5 minutes of the game?
We just, we weren't able to get the stops. I think when we needed them, we gave up some second chance baskets or second chance where they got to the line. There was a couple of loose balls I wish we could have got to that I think really helped us. And then, again, we had a couple, turnovers late in that game that I think hurt us a little bit.
Second row.
Coach, and if Javan, if you want to join in too, just your emotions the last 2 days after a big win yesterday and, coming up just short tonight, just what are your emotions that you're feeling right now?
Obviously, we were pretty high yesterday after the win, but we wanted to just stay level-headed and come out and play hard tonight, and I feel like we did, but just came up short.
Going right here.
For either one of you, obviously with how you shot the ball in the first half, 69% from the floor, 70% from three, in the locker room was the expectation, it's hard to sustain that kind of shooting rate, so was the expectation that, sure, you might not shoot that well, but just keep scoring points enough to, have the separation needed to beat a really good team like Xavier?
We really focused on getting stops more so than anything, because we were up, we were playing good offensively, so we were just trying to, buckle down and get stops.
We're doing two more. Second row, and then we'll go back to Dan.
Coach, just to let you know, because I don't see it on the stats, at the 7:49 mark, Gibson picked up his 4th foul. You had to take him out of the game. You were up by 8 points at that stage. And you guys are doing well. You reinserted him about 2.5 minutes later, and he hit another one, wound up with another 5 points. I think he had 17 at that stage. And you guys were flowing, and then things.
You know, we did a little bit of offense, defense there, you know, obviously knowing that he had the 4 fouls. And again, you know, changed the game a little bit when he did pick up the 4 fouls.
Last question, Dan.
Coach, with last night's win and a very close game that you build on, could you just give me your assessment going into next year and who's come back and how you plan to reshape this roster going forward?
You know, by no means am I happy with the year that we had. We had some unfortunate circumstances. It's not what I envisioned. I do think we finished stronger, but I think it helped that we had our entire team. You know, obviously I was happy with the outcome that we had last night. I thought these guys put a great fight up for 40 minutes tonight against a very, very good basketball team. And we've got to build upon this and take this to the next level. You know, that's the reality of this. Again, you know, with Wayne Peavy, my athletic director, our president and the commitment there, making everything is in place for us to be able to do that, and that's my job to make it happen. So, you know, that's where I'm at with this. You know, really disappointed that we didn't get the job done tonight, and, you know, just got to put more work in and work harder to get to that next level. But everything is in place for us to do that, so it's now on me to make it happen.
DePaul, thank you. Thank you.